Hey everyone, it's Victor here, and today I'm going to be attempting the cosplay makeup of the character Hector from the Netflix series Castlevania. I'm a massive fan of this series. I absolutely love it, and Season 3, which recently came out, absolutely killed me. I don't want to spoil anything for those of you that haven't seen it, but Episode 9 destroyed me entirely. I don't know how to feel. I still don't know how to feel. All I have to say is go and watch it. Anyway, that's not the point of this video. I'm not going to be reviewing Castlevania. Today I'm going to be trying Hector's makeup. And you know what? I've never done Hector's makeup before, and I know this is a kind of tutorial, although all the tutorials I make on my channel, I don't really recommend them as tutorials. I am not a makeup artist. I don't claim to have all the answers or know all the things about cosplay. This is just me doing my thing, friends. So me and you are going to take the plunge into the unknown and try Hector's makeup today. And if you like it, fantastic. You could use this as a tutorial. If you don't like it, then I don't do refunds because I don't get paid. Ha! So before we get started on the makeup, I need to put this away into something a bit more manageable. So prepare yourselves to be floored with how attractive I'm going to look for the majority of this video. Just prepare yourselves, okay? Just prepare yourselves. Stage 1. The stages aren't very clear stages. Don't know if this is stage 2. Basically, just let me fast forward for a second. Hello. I won the battle, and now my hair's out of the way, which is the important thing. Now, I actually have already done my base layer foundation. You know what's weird though? I think I've got paler because I put this foundation on and it's the palest shade that Clinique has, and it looks orange on me. Like, I don't know if you can see on the camera, but it's orange. It looks orange, and like compared to my skin. See what I mean? I don't know what's going on. So step 1, I think I'm going to do my eyebrows first, and Hector has, well, this is his hair. So he has silver eyebrows, so I'm going to do silver eyebrows. Well, I'm going to try my absolute bloody best to do silver eyebrows, because making brown eyebrows lighter is quite difficult. What I like to use is actually a tip from my friend Kawaiiju Cosplay, shout out to Bethan, you're amazing, is to use white eyeliner. Basically, draw over your actual brows. Now, for anime characters, a lot of anime characters, I would actually conceal my brows. Because he's got quite thick brows anyway, I thought I might just save myself the effort of concealing my brows, at least for this first try at his makeup, with some— wow! Oh my god. We're gonna fix it, don't worry. Doing lighter brows is something that is a struggle. They look very, very white right now, which is probably a little bit lighter than I want them, but I have some other tricks up my sleeve. I have some face paint, and that can also attach quite well to the hairs. I've actually got some grey face paint, which I'm gonna get. So I've got a little bit of the grey face paint on the end of my brush now, and I'm just gonna go over, because that's the thing, his brows are not white, so we need to make them a little bit more believably his hair colour. Yeah, so you see the edges are quite messy. We're gonna clean those up, but the colour is getting a little bit more like Hector's colour. And of course, if your eyebrows aren't shaped like mine, you might want to completely conceal them and redo them, that's perfectly fine. Whereas my eyebrows, I'm alright with the shape of them and probably could pluck them around there. Maybe I'll even do that on camera today. And I'm actually doing a grumpy face to get the right shape of the brows because, well, Hector's not often very happy. Ever. So it's important sometimes when you're doing character makeup to make the faces that you would make as that character, so you can see that makeup in its true form, how it's going to be used if you're getting into character. Okay. So what I'm going to do now to get rid of those edges is I might even get the tweezers because my hair is— I actually do want to put my brows a little bit. I'm going to clear that area a bit and I'm going to get some makeup remover and just go over the little edges that have escaped. So the makeup remover and cleanser that I use when I take off my makeup is the Ordinary Squalene cleanser. It's really good. It's an oil that when you put water onto it, it kind of foams up and it's great. It gets rid of all the makeup. It's fantastic. But what I'm going to do is what I do when I want to clean up little edges of makeup is I put a little bit of the cleanser on the edge of a tissue and I very carefully go around the edges of where I want to clean it up. And it would be much better if you had like a cotton bud or something, but I don't actually have one on my person right now. And I'll show you how I do one brow and then I'll just do the other brow off camera quickly. But I'm actually now going to pluck my eyebrows. And this is a little bit weird. You probably don't want to do this if you're doing a cosplay, just because it's me. That's what I'm doing today. You don't need to do this. I like to have my brows a little bit shaped, and you can see my skin's a little bit red now, but that's fine. So there we are, that's our brows all cleaned up. I am going to get on to the contouring. Now that's something I really like to do for anime characters, just because a lot of anime characters have very defined features. This is just personally what I like to do. So Hector has the classic pointy anime boy face. And what I like to do for that is I start with my cheekbones. And it's always much darker than you expect when we first start, but that's what blending's for. So I take it from my cheekbones all the way down to my chin. I'm going to do that on both sides, and I'm ashamed to show you the palette I'm using, so I'm not going to show you. Any powder will do that's slightly darker than your skin tone. Now, I have quite textured skin, so when I do contouring, that texture shows up more, but to be honest with you, we all have texture in our skin. And that's not something you should feel self-conscious about and feel like you shouldn't be able to do makeup because you have textured skin. I have acne scarring, I've got scarring in general, I've got a porous skin, but it's all good. Now, onto my jaw. Now, this is one of the most important steps, I think, because even if you have the most precise and beautifully cut jaw, there's nothing wrong with making it look even spikier. So I just go all the way around my jaw with this brown powder. Now, for the pointy face, sometimes I take it in even further into my cheeks, see here? Just so we get a bit more, like, of a cheekbone going on. And it's all just blend to your taste, basically. Now, next, my favorite part, is the nose, because nose contour is amazing. You can have any nose you want with contour, literally. In this style of anime, actually, Castlevania, they've got very thin noses. So, to make our nose even thinner, you know my nose is very thin at the top here. To make it thinner at the bottom, I take it over the top of the nose. So that it basically, the illusion of it being a little bit narrower. So you can see I'm also putting dark powder underneath my brows here because that makes your brows look a little heavier. It's very important to do the contour and things around your eyes before you do any kind of eyeliner work, which I'm going to be doing quite soon. There's my nose. See how it looks a bit thinner? I might blend it out a little bit. Hector's a pointy little man. Moody characters tend to have a lot more shadow around their eyes, and I think that's because they think more or they're brooding more. See, when you do that with your eyes, a lot more shadows get into these parts of your eyes. So that's why I like to contour quite a lot and put a lot of dark powder around my eye area. And for Hector, he has a lot of worries, so we're going extra dark in here. He's also got quite a lot of shadow under his eyes as well here. Generally gives that kind of worried, careworn look. Now the other thing I like to do is I like to accentuate my Cupid's bow. So just put a little dot there, blend it with my finger, and also under here. I think I need to make my face even more extreme. Oh wow! Oh wow, that was too much! Keep looking in the monitor instead of the mirror, that's a bad habit. But sometimes the monitor shows up things that the mirror doesn't. To make your chin pointy as well, you can also contour here. Now we're not really going to see this part of our head, but I like to just do this anyway. I'm also going to contour down my neck a little bit, just to make it stand out, because obviously the rest of my face is contoured. If your neck isn't, then it's kind of going to look a little bit out of place. For now, I think that's us done with the contour. I'm going to move on to the eyeliner, which is the complicated bit and requires a very steady hand, which I have developed over a few years now. But don't hold me to that. This will be the day I mess up. So I'm going to be using the Bougeoir. I said it probably right first time there. Liquid liner, which unfortunately I can't get anymore because they've stopped selling in the UK, and I'm really upset. Basically, what I've done is I like to do little details that are very much like the drawings in the anime. So all the little edges, all the little, you know, accents and stuff, I like doing all that with eyeliner. It's just a personal choice thing. Some people don't like that, and that's fine. You can do whatever you want with your cosplay. So I'm going to leave that eye like that for now. I might add other little bits to it in a second, but I'm basically going to mirror what I just did on the other eye. So there we have the eyes. I'm pretty happy with them. They are very similar to how I do my Alucard eyes, although when I'm doing my Alucard eyes, I give him so many more eyelashes. Hector's just got a little bit of eyelash going on the inside and here. He's not as as Alucard. Alright, I messed up a few little bits as you can see, but it really takes a steady hand to get liquid eyeliner right, and it's something that I've tried to practice over the years, but I'm still not good, well, still not perfect at it. I think I'm alright at it. So all we really have left to do now is conceal my lips and do a little bit of contour on my lips. And I was leaving that till last because putting like concealer or foundation on your lips never really lasts that long. So I wanted to make sure that it would look good for a reasonably long period of time. So let's do that now. So there's our lips all concealed, and now what we're gonna do, and I do this with Alucard as well, is I put dark powder on my top lip, because the shading in Castlevania, for some reason, in the lighting and stuff, makes the character's top lips look darker, so I like to do that for a bit of character makeup. Now you can also extend the length of your mouth by putting in a little bit at the corner as well. And you can just retouch to your heart's content if you feel like there are areas that you want to accentuate a little bit more. Actually, I'm realizing as well, there's a little thing I want to add, which I wasn't going to, but I think it's needed for Hector's character. He does a lot of frowning, so let's add some frown lines in a little bit, just with some darker powder. Just like, do that with your face, do this, and then like, go over the lines that just naturally appear on your face. Might put some above my brows. It always looks like I'm frowning. I might just blend it with my finger actually. Okay, I think it's time for me to take my shirt off and to put the wig on. Oh, and get my collar. I forgot about my collar. Let's get this wig on. A little bit poofy because we just got it on. And the lace is very obvious as well, which is annoying. I've not actually tried this all on before, so it's all, might have to trim the lace back a bit more. Give me a second. So I just trimmed the lace back a little bit more. I think I'm now going to contour my collarbones and things like this because they're exposed now and we want them to stand out a little bit more. So the rest of me's contoured, need to contour this too. I am tempted to do the little, like, you know when he's in the prison and he's a little bit worse for wear, shall we say. He has all those little marks, which are basically just like drawn on lines, and I'm sort of tempted to do those, so I might actually do those for the end of this video. I also think just because I've already got the wig on, I'm going to leave it on while I do this, which may be the biggest mistake. Okay, new plan. I'm gonna have to recontour my nose now. Well, this is a fine howdy-do. Okay, so you gotta be really, really careful with the liquid liner. That looks vaguely like it was before. Let's take it real easy with this liner. Real easy. I'm gonna like take off so much of it so there's like hardly any. Oh god. Yeah, okay. We're alright. We're alright. Panicking. Oh, I got a bit on the wig. I got a bit on the wig. This is such a mistake. This wig is so poofy. I love it. Oh god, I keep worrying about this wig. I shouldn't be doing this with the wig, but why am I continuing to do the thing I shouldn't? Now, on this side, I think he actually has a cut, quite a prominent cut. So I might actually get some liquid lipstick. This is liquid lipstick I use for things like this. It's the Maybelline New York Superstay Matte Ink. It doesn't come off, so you better do it first time or it's going to be stuck on you forever. That's why I'm concerned. Basically, I take this little thing, which used to be attached to a liquid liner, a blue liquid liner, but it's like such a fine point. You see that? Such a fine point. And I dip that in to whatever color I'm using. So in this instance, I'm using this red. So you've got a really fine brush. The scary part. I'm now going to apply it to my face, which I'm very worried about. Oh God. That looks really bad. Maybe I'll make it a little thicker in the middle, so it looks a bit more like a cut and less like a red banana.
And a scar on his cheek in the shape of a banana.
It does look a bit like a banana. I'm not going to deny it. Now, the wonder is, do I fully commit now? Do I fully commit to what I have gotten into and put lines on my chin, which may end up looking like a fake anime beard? I'm going to try it, because what's the point in committing to all these things if I don't commit to the lines on the chin? Okay, let's do this. Okay, that doesn't look awful. I think it can still look pretty and beaten up. It's like that bit where he's just like, I'm pretty. So there you have it. That's how I do my Hector makeup. I might not add these things, but I actually think they look kind of cool. And obviously that is what it's like in the actual anime as well, when he's all worse for wear, let's say. One of his eyes is shut as well, isn't it? I've forgotten which one initially, but that eventually opens, doesn't it? He needs help. He really needs help. Someone help this man. I'm just gonna keep contouring until I feel like I look dirty enough, you know? But that is my Hector makeup. Hope you enjoyed this first try with me. I'd never done this before. I mean, I've done cosplay makeup before. Never done Hector's makeup before. So I'm quite pleased with it, but let me know what you think. But I'm gonna take some pictures now of this cosplay to upload on my Instagram. If you don't already follow me on Instagram, go ahead. If you want to see more content from me, I post pretty much every day. And do you love Castlevania? Are you excited for season 4? I am, although I'm not ready for more heartbreak. But anyway, for now, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you very soon. So I've come downstairs after filming and I'm absolutely bloody starving, and I've put some chips in the oven and I'm gonna cook some eggs and have lunch, and it's gonna be so nice for Hector to eat some real food. I'm gonna be so happy for him. With this shirt, it just looks like he's a Tim Burton character. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? I'm never wrong. I'm so ready. I can't even tell you.